the first thing my mom said to my dad when she got back home from her week trip in Italy with my sister is, I am so fed up with her. I mean, it's obvious to see it coming. You can't do anything with Sylvia for 10 minutes without her ruining it. Half an hour at best. Literally everything we've done. She's ruined Christmas. Every game night we do with her, she ruins it. Every time we go to a restaurant, she becomes rude and everyone stops talking. Every trip we go on, she becomes an asshole and stops talking to everyone. She just ruins everything. I'm not sure if that's intentional. Like, if it's intentional, as in she's a bitch intentionally, so it's a result of that, or if she intentionally ruins our experiences because she doesn't like us for absolutely no reason. Probably a mix of both. Cool moon tonight. So I played Dungeons a lot today, did some mining stuff, did a really long stream, that was quite good. Audio bugged out a bit, there was some desynchronization, but overall it was not bad. See, the other thing with the camera is now that I tilted it right, it's still kind of pointed downwards. You can see it's like kind of aiming over there. I mean, I guess it works. Probably has a wide angle. I don't know. I think it's fine because the area it covers over there is the only thing not covered by that camera, which can watch this direction and see everything that it's missing. So it should work. School was all right today. Had a pretty fun introduction thing in CodeHS called Welcome to the Internet. It's like CodeHS is an old platform, so it's like, no, it's not really welcome to the internet. Anyone in 2025 is definitely on the internet. I think the platform was made in like 2016, something around there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2016. Well, not the platform maybe, but the tutorial videos, which I found out because in a video explaining some code thing, he said, for instance, let's look at the current election between, was it Clinton versus Trump or something? I don't know which one it was. I looked it up, and I'm pretty sure it was in 2016. I was like, you could have said, let's look at an election. You could have said, let's look at the election. You could have said, let's look at just a random election. You could have said, let's look at an old election. You specifically showed the current election and said, let's look at the current election. Any other thing would have kind of time-proofed it. Because let's look at the election between Clinton and Trump. That's still accurate in the future, but he said current, so now it's not time-proof. Why would you do that? You said the one thing that would make it age out the moment the election's over. In fact, that's not even like long-distance time-proof. The moment the election was over. So like, what is it, a couple months or something? I don't know how elections work, a month. He did not plan ahead, apparently. Goofy. And had some tests today. Those were kind of mind-numbing, but played classic rock, so they were fine. Had a biology assignment called moderate disturbances in ecosystems. I found that kind of a funny word or term. Moderate disturbances. Goofy. I want to sprint, but I'm not going to. So yeah, not much happened today. Just my mom and sister coming home, sadly. Well, mom's fine, but sister coming home, sadly. She brought home pasta, long, twisty kind. This weird, like, they look like, not crinkle cut chip. What are they called? Ridge chips? No, wavy chips. They're like wavy chips, but the waves were a lot smaller, and they were thinner and more flat. So instead of the waves going throughout the thing, it's like very light, and they were multicolored. So there were these little discs of colorful, ridged pasta, apparently. I don't know how they're gonna be. Should be interesting. And then lastly, cacio e pepe or something. I don't know how to say it. Cheese, basically. So that's nice. Not much to talk about. I'll just try to lock in and hold the camera as still as I possibly can. Trying out different methods. None of them seem to be working. I can like walk lower and my walking becomes more smooth. But like more wavy. Smooth and wavy versus rough, but a word I can't think of. Rigid. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, okay. I'm going in. Apparently I just had to find the garage door opener. I was like, they're not waiting for me, are they? I don't know, some people would be waiting for some weird shit. This person, you gotta slightly slow down. A lot of life is about things you do, things you apply to your life that sometimes you could eventually become subconscious. Well, I mean, I'm always thinking, so all those subconscious things become conscious, but cars coming, they can't cross the street. Just slow down so you don't look weird. You don't confuse them. You just slow down. Nothing looks different. One sec. There's a stinky smell. Don't know what that was. But yeah, you just slow down. Fine for you. They're not confused. They don't see anything different. You don't have to wait for them. You just slow down. By the time they're gone, you just now met your point where you have to walk around it. Just small things. Let me change voices just to be more soothing. Small things in life that you can do to improve yourself and your act. And you should work on consistently doing those things to the point where they become subconscious. I believe that is when you have bettered yourself. Bettering yourself as in the action is consciously doing those things. Having bettered yourself is the point where those things become subconscious. You develop the mindset to do things better, improve yourself, become a better person. For example, this trash can's out in the middle of the road. Let me just... There. Fixed. You could pay no attention to it and be neutral. But it's better to improve yourself and do good for the world. Now, I had, of course, thought, because thought is a large thing. Always think. Now, you could just read the document. I'll put the link to the document in the description. I wrote about being me. It covers things like this. Thought is priority. That's the key point. So I thought, why might it be in the road? Did they put it there and the garbage man returned it there in Papa's? Why did they put it there? Perhaps to get it up easier without having to get it out of the grass? Maybe they're taking care of the grass? Analyze the grass, it looks kind of rough. Wouldn't be much easier to get it out of the grass rather than the road. So it's only going to be a problem. Even if there was a strange, mundane reason, it still might cause a much worse scenario if someone were to hit it. So I did the net good. And with that, I end. I was going to end it at 9:20, but I missed it by a moment. So I can now use this remaining time to say God bless you. I hope you enjoyed, got something from it, and I will see you in another.